I don't feel like I look like a woman should. I'm just a blob. All I can see right now is this deformed being. I don't want to be trapped under this anymore. I've lost 148 pounds, and since losing the weight, I am very happy that I am healthy. But I feel like I've hit a rather large wall because of the skin. I feel like I am the blob's daughter because I have no real feminine form anymore. I don't like looking in the mirror because I see what I did to myself. In junior high, I was harassed for 2 years. I couldn't feel normal. I had braces, I had a retainer, I was heavy, I had glasses. It was very rough. So I coped by eating. I would say I probably reached around 200 pounds, maybe around 15 or 16 years of age. By my late teens, I felt completely isolated and my whole life was on the internet. And I actually met my future husband online when I was 15.
Rebecca told me she was having a hard time at home, and I was a person that she didn't have to be self-conscious with because she wasn't seeing me face to face. And she opened up to me, and I think I helped her through that. And after about 4 years of dating online, I moved from Florida to here to Arizona. I brought a one-way ticket, and when I got here, I realized it was the greatest decision I ever made.
When I got married, I would say that I was in the very upper high 300s. I was in a size 28 wedding dress. Despite the fact that I was unhealthy due to obesity, we decided to try for a baby. But being so heavy actually caused a major health crisis during my delivery.
It was scary because it seemed like it was going to be either the child or her.
When Dorian was born, he was born 4 weeks early. And within minutes, he was turning blue. His lungs refused to open. They told me my son had less than a 40% chance of coming home. My midwife told me my son was having all of these problems because of my weight. And when I saw him in the NICU, I promised him that no matter what, I would get healthy. I would lose the weight. I would do anything to save him. Luckily, after time in the NICU, my son was healthy, but the horror of those moments stuck with me, and I knew I had to keep my promise to my son. We decided to start looking into bariatric surgery. After bariatric surgery, the weight started to fall right off, and it was amazing. It was awesome to just watch my body melt away and be more active with my son. It was like a dream come true. We completely reformed our diet. My husband does the bariatric diet with me. He went from the 360s down to 240 pounds, and I am very proud of him. My family is maintaining a good health and a healthy life, but I feel that my body isn't done with its transformation because of my skin. While I was losing weight, I started to love to run, and now when I run, it hurts my thighs, it hurts my legs. And it's gotten to the point that it's not worth the pain. My body isn't going to shrink anymore. My biggest insecurity is my stomach. When I'm walking, I can feel the gap in between my folds and my actual body, and I can't stand it. But most of all, I'd like to have the skin stop ruling my life. Are you excited to get in the pool?
Yeah.
I want to be able to not have to think about the skin primarily of what I'm going to do with my day and not have to worry about how many people are already going to be there. Because right now, I will only go to places where I know there won't be any crowds. I want to be able to go swimming with my son and not have to have my husband there to be a buffer for me to feel comfortable. Without the skin removed, I'm never going to feel 100% confident in my ability to be a mom, to be a wife, because it's always on my mind when other things should be taking priority. I've tried every exercise, every cream, to get the skin to bounce back, and nothing's going to work. I need this skin removal surgery so I can finally say that I've done it and I'm healthy and I'm finally free. On our way to go see Dr. Cash, and I really hope she approves me. I can't keep going this way with this much skin. I'm feeling like a ball of emotions just sitting in the pit of my stomach right now. I can't hear the words that it's not enough, that I haven't lost enough weight. I've just been told my whole life that I wasn't enough. I can't hear those words again. I'm waiting to see Dr. Cash today to find out if I'm approved for skin removal surgery. And I'm terrified to go into the waiting room and tell my husband that I haven't been approved.
Rebecca, hi, how are you? Camille Cash, nice to meet you. This is Karen, she's my patient coordinator. You okay? Nervous? Nervous? Okay, that's okay, have a seat. All right, tell me a little bit about your journey. What was your highest weight?
Highest recorded was 324 pounds, but I can guarantee I was bigger than that.
And so where's your weight currently?
178.
And do you exercise?
I would say at least 4 times a week. But the skin is so heavy, I can't work out that hard, and I feel like I'm not losing any more weight.
Okay. Do you mind if I examine you now?
Of course.
I'll kind of go from top to bottom, so I'm going to have you slide arms out. The sheer volume and weight of Rebecca's excess skin is concerning. So let's take a peek at this skin of the tummy. She still does have a fair amount of fat. And so when I remove the skin and I'm pulling the tissue together, there's more fat for the blood supply to get through. You can go ahead and get dressed now.
Thank you.
Like I said, great job losing weight. I certainly could see where maybe 5 to 10 pounds would make a big difference. But at this point, I do believe that you'd be a candidate to have skin removed from your arms, legs, and your tummy.
Thank you.
So,
I've been waiting to hear that for a long time.
I'll be doing 2 surgeries on Rebecca. The first one will be a brachioplasty. I'll also be removing the extra skin in the abdomen. The second surgery will be where we focus on the breasts and the thighs. Between now and surgery, if you can lose a little bit of weight, even 3 or 4 pounds helps. It's fantastic. I'll see you soon. All right, we'll get going. You're welcome.
I'm excited. This is insane. I'm a little, nervous about that she wants me to lose a couple more pounds, but I'll do whatever it takes to make her happy and make her feel confident in me. So I got her.
Awesome. I'm so happy for you, girl.
I am. These are happy tears. She did it. I'm ready to have a regular, normal body. The feeling that the skin removal surgery is upcoming is amazing. It feels like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders because all I can see right now is the person I was. And because of that, my husband is not getting the full effect of how much I love him. I feel like there's definitely an intimacy challenge. I won't allow certain things to happen because I worry about how the skin will hang or look or sound. I know it hurts his feelings, and that's the last thing I want to do. That's one of the big reasons this surgery is so important to me. It's finally going to come off, and I'll finally be free of the physical burdens that I've had to deal with for a very long time. Today I'm in Houston for my first surgery. My husband Lars and our son Dorian are here with me. I'm doing this surgery both for me to be free, but mostly so I can be the mom my son deserves and the wife my husband deserves. My family means everything to me.
See you wake up, girl.
Love you.
Hello, Rebecca. Good morning. How are you? Nervous? What are you nervous about? Get ready for this. So we talked in the office about you losing about 3 or 4 pounds before surgery, and tell me, were you able to do that?
I lost 3 pounds.
Great. So that makes everything a little bit easier. I can pull the tissues tighter. All right, I want you to sit up on the side of the bed.
So when Dorian was born, I made a promise. I promised him that I would get healthy if he came home, and this is me fulfilling my promise.
I'll be doing 2 surgeries on Rebecca. First, we'll be doing a brachioplasty to remove the extra skin of her arms, and then we'll move on to the abdominoplasty. I'll take a 10 blade. Today we're going to start with the brachioplasty, and we're going to remove the skin along the side of her arms.
Right now, my wife is currently in surgery. I'm scared of the anesthesia. That's the part of the surgery that freaks me out. But this is her prize at the end of the race. She deserves to get this.
Close the skin. Marker, now that we've finished with her arms, we will begin her abdominoplasty. This will be a very long and intense surgery because Rebecca has a huge volume of skin. Y'all close her up, she looks good. Rebecca's surgery went well. Because she lost weight prior to surgery, she will heal much more quickly. 9.36. These skin removal surgeries are very traumatic to the body. Rebecca will have to take it easy around the house for at least a month to heal properly. After Rebecca's arms and abdomen heal, we will address her chest and inner thighs at the next surgery.
It's been 12 days since I had skin removal surgery. Lars has been helping me with recovery, but he had to go back to work, so since then it's just been me and Dorian. It's been difficult because being a mom, it's hard not to do the things that a mom's supposed to do: cook, clean, take care of things. So it's been very hard for me to just sit back and allow myself to heal. But after having this first surgery, I've already started to feel less ashamed and less likely to have to cover up when I go out. And out of habit, I keep trying to cover up the skin that was there, but now it's not. And I keep having to remind myself that I'm free of it and it's not there anymore. But at one point, the pain was so bad and so horrible that I actually questioned, was this the right decision? But once the pain subsided, I'm glad I did. I don't regret it at all. Even though I know it's going to be painful, I'm really looking forward to my next surgery. And to be able to just be out and be normal will be an exciting experience. Today I am going in for my last surgery. I'm excited because it's finally the end. I'm hoping to wake up and finally feel complete. After today, I will have no reason not to be confident. I'm gonna be a whole new person. Now I get to go to sleep and wake up a new me.
Today is Rebecca's final skin removal surgery. I'm going to do a breast lift with an augmentation and remove the extra skin in her inner thighs. I anticipate today's surgery will last about 6 hours. We're starting. I've removed extra skin during her first surgery along the side of her chest, so I'm going to be focusing on adding volume with an implant, reshaping the breast, and then elevating her nipple position. Go ahead and close your skin, staple your skin together. Rebecca's case is unique in the fact that she's lost almost 200 pounds, but her legs are relatively thin. They don't have a lot of extra fatty tissue, and the skin is really limited to the upper 1/3 of the legs, so her scar can be shorter. All right, everything looks good. Done for the day. Rebecca's surgery went well. Today I removed 1.68 pounds of skin. My hope for Rebecca is that she will embrace exercise, that she'll be more active, that she'll be able to spend really quality time with her son and not be held back by her skin.
It's been a couple months since my final skin surgery. This whole process was really hard. After the first surgery, the pain was so bad that I actually regretted doing this and thought about quitting. But losing the weight and getting healthy was something I had promised Dorian in the NICU, so I pushed through and I got to the other side. When I look at my body now, I'm sure that all the pain that I went through with the skin removal was completely worth it. I no longer feel the need to shut myself off from the people I love, or the world for that matter. So now a bunch of my friends are throwing a luncheon for me. They're dying to see my new body. Because I was so embarrassed about my extra skin, I haven't seen a lot of my friends in person in years. But now that the skin is gone, I'm feeling really confident about myself, and I'm ready. I'm excited to see everyone since I've had the skin removed, so they can see that I've crossed the finish line and I put the work in, and I'm excited to see their reactions to that. For years, I was so ashamed of my body that I kept making up excuses that I couldn't meet up with old friends. But now that the skin is gone, I'm feeling really confident about myself, and I'm ready.
When my wife walked into the room, I saw the woman that I married, that I knew was underneath all of that. She's confident. She puts herself into the room. She doesn't slink off into a corner. I'm really glad that she finally sees it.
My mommy is the happiest, prettiest mom.
Now that the extra skin is gone, I don't see a disgusting mass of just skin. I see a shapely, toned body that I can be proud of. The biggest differences I'm noticing with my body after surgery is the flatness of my stomach. When I wear jeans, I'm not having to hide a giant apron. I can just put them on and go. With all the extra skin hanging off my arms, I felt hideous, and now I feel normal. My chest was so flat from the weight loss that I didn't feel like a woman at all. But now I feel like I finally have feminine curves. It's actually exciting to look in the mirror and pick out an outfit. For years, the way I felt about my body made me an introvert. But now with the skin gone, I'm feeling an inner confidence and a want to go out and be part of life.
I've never thought that my wife would be out in a tank top and not care, not worry about judgments.
My husband has been my rock through this difficult journey. He's always been there with unconditional love and support. One of the saddest things about my extra skin was sometimes I wouldn't feel worthy of his feelings for me, and it put a strain on our relationship. But now that the skin is gone, I feel like I can finally show him all of me and who I am and how much I love him. This whole journey started because of a promise I made to my newborn son. For years, I was sad because the excess skin made me feel like I wasn't keeping my promise. But now that my body is free from that blob of skin, I'm able to go out and be active with my son. There's nothing holding me back anymore. I never dreamed that I would have this body. I always thought I was going to be deformed, and now the skin is gone. My life is going to feel like a fairy tale. This was a dream for me, and now it's a reality that I never thought I'd achieve.